A long time ago, in a nice quiet village, there lived a wealthy merchant. He lived together with his daughter who was named Bawang Putih. This merchant's wife had long since passed away. The merchant was very fond of his daughter because she was obedient and kind-hearted. One day, as he came home from traveling, he brought a woman and her daughter along with him. He wanted to marry this woman, so Bawang Putih now had a stepmother and a stepsister, who was named Bawang Merah. When her father went to trade, her stepmother and Bawang Merah would treat Bawang Putih like a servant. Bawang Putih did all the work that was ordered by her stepmother. She cleaned the house, cooked, washed clothes, and looking for firewood. Every morning, her stepmother and Bawang Merah took turns shouting,
Hey Bawang Putih, wash my clothes.
Not yet finished washing clothes, Bawang Putih would then be called by her stepmother.
Bawang Putih! Prepare breakfast now.
Okay, Mom.
Because Bawang Putih worked so hard and was punished so harshly, her body became thinner. One day, Bawang Putih's father returned home and fell ill. He was very ill and Bawang Putih was very sad because of it. She never left her father alone. However, God decided differently. Bawang Putih's father died.
Dad, don't leave me, Dad.
While Bawang Putih wept and cried, her stepmother and Bawang Merah were excited because the property and the house of Bawang Putih's father now belonged to them.
Look, Bawang Merah, you finally died.
Yes, Mom, we will be rich.
Bawang Putih's life was miserable after her father died. She no longer had her father to love and comfort her. Her stepmother and Bawang Merah further tortured her. Bawang Putih tried to be patient, but sometimes she would cry.
Lord, please help me. Why are they always evil to me?
One day, Bawang Putih went to the river to wash clothes. She was sleepy and hungry. Her body was weak. While washing, Bawang Putih didn't realize that her stepmother's favorite shawl had washed away. When she put all the clothes into the basket, she was surprised to find her stepmother's scarf was not there.
Mom's favorite scarf is gone. What shall I do? Mom will scold me.
Finally, Bawang Putih decided to go back down the river to look for her stepmother's scarf. In the middle of the road, she met a farmer.
Auntie, did you see red scarf floating down the river?
A red scarf? Oh, yes, I saw it. It was taken by an old grandmother who was washing her by the river. The old grandmother's house is on that side.
Bawang Putih immediately headed up to the mountain. There, she found a wooden house. Bawang Putih knocked on the door of the house.
Excuse me, Grandma. Did you find my mother's red scarf?
The old grandmother came out of the house and greeted Bawang Putih.
Hi dear. Come on. What's your name?
My name is Bawang Putih, Grandma.
The old grandmother would give a red scarf with one condition. Bawang Putih must help her first. Bawang Putih agreed. All day, she helped the grandmother cook, looking for firewood, clean the house, and wash clothes. For Bawang Putih, all this work was easy because she was used to doing it. Finally, it was time for Bawang Putih to leave for home. The grandma gave her the shawl.
This is the red scarf you are looking for. Oh, I want to give you a fruit for a gift because you helped me. Choose which one you like.
On the table, there were both small and large fruit. Bawang Putih chose a small fruit because she also had to carry a basket full of clothes home.
I choose the small one, Grandma.
Okay, take this little one. But remember, you can't open the fruit until you get home. Understand?
Well, Grandma, I will do everything you said.
Arriving at home, Bawang Putih was scolded by her stepmother and Bawang Merah.
Where have you been, Bawang Putih? How dare you go out without permission?
Forgive me, Mother. I was...
Stop! Enough, Bawang Putih. We don't need your excuses.
They continued to beat her. Then they saw the fruit brought by Bawang Putih.
Cut the fruit. We're starving because of you.
Bawang Putih took the knife and split the pumpkin. What a surprise! The pumpkin was full of sparkling and expensive jewelry.
Where did you get the fruit?
Bawang Putih then told them everything.
Oh, Bawang Putih, you should have chosen a large fruit.
Hearing the words of stepmother, Bawang Merah finally got the idea. The next day, the stepmother and Bawang Merah went to the river. They deliberately washed away the red scarf. And secretly, they followed the veil as it was washed away. Sure enough, the red scarf was picked up by the old grandmother. The stepmother and Bawang Merah followed the old grandmother who went up the mountain. As they walked, Bawang Merah complained about how far it was.
I'm tired, Mom. Let's just go home.
Bawang Merah, be patient. Soon we will get even more jewelry than Bawang Putih.
But I'm tired, Mom.
I said be patient.
Arriving at the old grandmother house, the stepmother and Bawang Merah knocked on the door. The old grandmother welcomed them warmly. Then, the stepmother and Bawang Merah pretended to be sad and asked about the red scarf.
There, Grandma. Did you find my mother's scarf?
Oh, yes. It just so happens that Grandma found it on the river.
Just like Bawang Putih, the new grandmother would give them the shawl if they help her. The only way to get the fruit was to work to help the old grandma, but they still couldn't stop complaining.
I'm so tired. If it weren't for the fruit, I wouldn't do this.
I'm so tired. If it weren't for the pumpkins, I wouldn't do this.
Finally, Bawang Merah and the stepmother finished their work at the old grandmother house and said goodbye. The old grandmother gave the shawl to Bawang Merah and her mother. On the table there are two fruit, one large and one small.
Choose one fruit as a gift from me.
And of course, the stepmother and Bawang Merah chose the largest fruit.
Of course, I choose the big one, Grandma.
Remember, don't open the fruit before you get home.
Yes, Grandma. We will go home first, Grandma.
Bawang Merah and her mother didn't obey the advice of the grandmother. On the way, Bawang Merah splits the big fruit. They were impatient to get their hands on jewelry inside.
Mom, let's just open the fruit now. The old grandmother will not know.
Yeah, let's open this. I'm so curious.
However, they were in for quite a surprise, because inside the pumpkin were venomous animals.
Oh, what is this? What is the jewelry? Ow, ow, ow! Bawang Merah!
Because they are still in the middle of forest, no one came to help them. The stepmother and Bawang Merah died from the snake bite. Their greed brought them to disaster. Meanwhile, Bawang Putih lives happily ever after. The children were given by the old grandmother, making her rich. She continued her father's business and enjoyed the fruit of her obedience and kindness. Bukan rekam wajah. Serem banget. Iya ya. Kakek tak tahu Jan. Enggak ketutupan hari. Jadi nak kemarin tak simpan Lorin. Rambutmu balik Ren. Tata. Lucu.
Mama diri.
Mama diri.
Saudara. Saudara.
Nenek. Nenek makan es.
Gak sakit giginya? Ngomong gitu.
Pegang lo. Enggak kamu ularnya, Dek.
Piades.